What's up, gang? Hey man, in this video we are gonna break down how the modern day woman has become so entitled that they look at men as nothing. So we're gonna react to that video. If you guys haven't done so already, make sure you hit that like button. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, make sure you hit that subscribe button. We are almost at 1,000 subs, so please hit that subscribe button if you're watching this channel and you really rocking with me. And then also, if you haven't jumped into the CLG community, it is only $48 a month, literally less than $500 a year. Jump into that community, soak up game, and also you get a free one-on-one call with me if you jump in this month. So the first 50 slots, if you jump in this month, you get a free one-on-one call with me that you can use whenever, right? Let's say you're going through a tough time. Let's say you're going through a breakup. Let's say you try to talk to a chick, it didn't go the way you wanted. You just need my guidance. We can jump on that one-on-one call. We can make things happen. And without further ado, make sure you watch this one to the very end because I got a ton of gold nuggets, and let's jump into the video.
I got married 6 months ago, and you want to know what is pissing me off is how often now I am genuinely treated as secondary to my husband.
Oh boy.
And I'm tired of acting like it's not a big deal and it doesn't matter and it doesn't affect you. It's literally with everything. We go get a mortgage, he's listed as the primary mortgage holder, I'm listed as the secondary. We get our taxes done, I just got the forms back, this is why I'm crashing out. He's listed as taxpayer, I'm listed as spouse. Even though I'm the one that reached out to the CPA, set up the appointment, has been giving him the documents, has been the one corresponding with him, he's barely talked to my husband. My husband still gets the taxpayer designation and I get the spouse designation. And it matters. This shit matters for how it makes you feel and how we see women and how we treat women. And can you imagine if we made men live this way? Like, literally, can you imagine how they would react if they opened their mailbox every day and got letters that said, hello, Mr. Wife's first name, wife's last name? Don't even get me started with the name stuff. I didn't change my last name. There are people in my personal life and just like random strangers that I interact with that refuse to acknowledge that still insist on calling me Allie, husband's last name, or Allie, my last name, husband's last name. They just straight up refuse.
Or they don't know.
And I'm gonna start being mean about it. Like, because why not? Like, or not even being mean about it, just being like, why am I the secondary person? You've only been talking to me. Because it's everyone. It's contractors. If I'm the one who reaches out to a contractor, I'm the one who sets up time. I'm the one who's been emailing him. He comes into our home to give the estimate with me. We get the estimate back. We get the invoice. It still has my husband's name on the top. Like, it's actually shocking to me how often this keeps happening in the 6 months that I've been married. And it fucks with your psyche, and I'm going to start being mean about it because imagine if we made men live like this. Literally imagine. Bro, I'm starting to believe that the modern day woman is broken, bro. You know what I mean? The more videos like this that I watch, you know what I mean? And, you know, shame on this guy because that is not wifey material. You know what I mean? And I get where a lot of guys come from. A lot of guys, they literally just operate out of scarcity. And what I mean by scarcity is, you know, guys literally don't have the process. They don't know how to attract women consistently, right? Even if you want to be those guys that, you know, follow the word of God down to the T, you know, God, you know, says premarital sex is a sin, and, you know what I mean? You should only have one wife, you know, God frowns upon divorce, things like that. Even if you want to be those guys that follows the Bible down to the T, you don't even have to have sex. It's just the skill set. You feel me? It's literally so many guys lack the skill set, so they end up with ungrateful masculine women like this. Because also in the Bible, God says that the woman should submit to the man. It's clear. It's literally black and white. The woman should submit to her man. Simple. Simple. I mean, you can't put it no simply. You know what I mean? So it's like these women, they want to be the man in the relationship, or they act like they want equality. If once you gave women equality, you actually gave them an advantage because they still have all of the unspoken rules and they have all of the unspoken courtesies of being a woman. So once you actually make women equal, you actually give them an advantage. So they're not actually equal. They're not fighting for equality. This is the biggest thing that guys get wrong when women talk like this. They think that she actually has a fucking point. They actually believe that she actually has a point. She has no fucking point at all. You feel me? And the thing is, women have more rights than men. They actually have more rights than men. When it comes to abortion, things like that, yes, 100% the woman's choice.
So women have more rights than men because the justice system leans towards taking care of the men, or taking care of the women, because the majority of men put women on pedestals, including her husband. She is unfit to be a wife. She's complaining this much. She's only 6 months into her marriage. We already know where this marriage is going to end. Imagine 6 years into the marriage. I don't even think they'll make it to 6 years. She's complaining that people are putting the husband first, where he belongs. Guys, women don't date their equal. This equality bullshit is bullshit. I've known far too many women for far too long. They complain, they complain, they complain, they complain. They want more, they want more, they want more, they want more. If you keep giving them more, they're going to keep asking for more. It never ends. It will never end. It will be an endless cycle to the bottom. That is why you as a man, you just got to nip this shit in the bud. And a lot of people don't understand that. You know what I mean? I really want to bring up this point because, you know, sometimes I find guys, you know what I mean, arguing with women and stuff like that. A lot of men don't understand that women aren't capable of arguing. They aren't capable of arguing with a man. If you get caught in an argument with a woman, literally, she will literally bring the argument anywhere, everywhere, in order to win the argument, because she is purely based off of pride and ego. The best way to win an argument with a woman is by your actions. Don't talk about it, be about it. I teach this in the CLG community all the time. Your actions are actually more important than your words. When it comes to women, your actions are actually more important than your words. When it comes to like arguing with a woman, right? The best way to argue with a woman is to shut that shit down and leave that bitch. And the thing about this guy, see, this is how I know guys don't have skill sets, like for real. On the dating process, in the dating process, he should have known that this woman is not worthy for a marriage. Because a marriage is one partner till death. Like literally, that's what a marriage is. One partner till death. Only under extreme circumstances does even God allow for a divorce. One partner till death. Most women do not most modern women do not qualify for marriage. This guy marries this woman obviously from a place of scarcity. Not knowing if he's going to get another woman that he likes, that likes him back. And I don't even think she likes him like that. Because a woman that truly loves and respects her man has no issue with her man being first on the deed. Has no issue with her man being first on tax documents. Has no issue taking her husband's last name. A woman who truly likes her man, right? So this woman wasn't even qualified for marriage in the first place. The guy, because he lacks skill set, he lacks consistency, and I know this because a lot of guys do. A lot of guys get into the CLG community, they start watching the videos, they start doing the things, they start making things happen, and then, you know, when it's all said and done, you feel me? They DM me, they write to me, they be like, dang bro, I've never had this skill set before. I never knew women were this easy. I've never been this consistent with women. I never knew I could get the women that I actually wanted. It's guys that really get that process down pack, and they be like, damn, I didn't even know I qualified for the woman that I wanted. There are a lot of guys on this planet living life not even knowing, looking at women that they seem or see as beautiful, gorgeous, whatever, and they don't even think that they qualify for those women because they have some kind of insecurity about themselves that they can't get over because somebody has drilled it into their head, when in actuality it is not stopping you from getting that woman that you like. It's not stopping you. The only thing that's stopping you is lack of skill. The only thing that's stopping you is basically lack of skill and lack of will. That's really the only thing that's stopping you. Lack of skill and lack of will. You know what I mean? And what I mean by lack of will, because you get some guys that are attractive and things like that, and these guys lack will. What do I mean by will? They aren't willing to do what it takes to get what they want. That's what will is. They aren't willing to do what it takes to get what they want. They want something and they want to sit back and be cool. Yeah, I want it, but I ain't willing to do nothing to get it. A lot of these guys are turning into females. And what happens is when a guy brings feminine energy into a relationship, a woman brings masculine energy into the relationship. It happens every single time. I've seen it every single time. Every guy that I've ever met who's feminine, basically happy wife, happy life. I've seen this with dating coaches. I've seen this with all kinds of guys. Every guy who looks at their wife like, I can't believe I got you, forces her in her masculine. And she tries to dictate, control, take over the relationship, gets angry about the littlest, stupidest things that no feminine woman would ever get mad at. No feminine woman would not take her husband's last name. No feminine woman would be mad at her husband, be mad because her husband's name is first on a deed or some shit like that, because he's the fucking husband. No feminine woman will be mad, but a masculine woman will. And it's so crazy because feminine women are feminine when it suits them, or masculine women are feminine when it suits them, and masculine as often as they possibly can. What do I mean by they feminine when it suits them? Let them be drafted to war. Put them women into a war, like a war that they actually have to participate in. Watch how feminine they become, no matter how masculine they are. You gotta stand on the, you wanna be masculine, stand on that front line and shoot up with them bad guys. Yep, take that gun, take that armor, go shoot. Oh, no, I'm just a girl. They just a girl then. You feel me? When it's time to be feminine, now they just a girl. You know what I mean? When it's time to really be masculine, now they just a girl. But I'm just a girl. Now you just a girl. But before, you was masculine than a motherfucker. But when it comes to some real shit popping off, now you just a girl. That's like I'm gonna tell you guys, man. A lot of these girls ain't fit, bro. A lot of these girls are not fit to be wives. And you guys is taking these women serious. And I know why guys is taking these type of women serious. It's from scarcity. And I guarantee her husband is a capable man. He's just another man that does not know his value. He's just another man. He not in the CLG community. He don't know his value. He ain't got no skill set. He don't know how to get the woman that he want. You know what I mean? He don't know how to move to the beat of his own drum. He don't know how to be masculine, and which forces her to be in her feminine. And every girl, no matter what you say, and women are similar, every girl wants to be in her feminine. And sometimes they don't even know that they want it because they've never been in their feminine with a man. Coming from a guy that deals with a lot of girls, sometimes y'all run across a chick who's masculine, who all of her previous guys that she, tried to date or hooked up with, they all were feminine guys. They put her in her masculine, Then she run across somebody like me, and I put her in her feminine, and then now she obsessed with me. She can't stop calling me. She can't stop reaching out to me. She can't stop wanting to please me. She can't stop wanting to serve me. She can't stop wanting to give me head. She can't stop telling me, how I'm completely different than all the other guys that she met, because I put her in her feminine. I put her in her feminine energy. She doesn't even know that she even likes being put in her feminine because nobody has ever done it. No man has been masculine enough with her, right? That doesn't mean that she hasn't dated masculine men. Because I've seen men that are extremely capable. What I mean by capable is these are masculine men. Against other men, they can beat them up. They can kill them. They can do whatever. You feel me? They can kill men with their bare hands. They super masculine. They can get shit done. They can build buildings, construction workers, whatever. Extremely masculine, right? Testosterone, all types of shit. But when it comes to their bitch, they feminine. When it comes to their woman, they're passive. You feel me? They're not strong. They're not moving to the beat of their own drum. They're afraid to make a mistake. That is not a way a masculine man lives around his woman. A masculine man is not afraid to make a mistake around his woman. You feel me? A masculine man moves to the beat of his own drum. A masculine man does not give a fuck that she complains about nonsense. You're not vulnerable enough with me. You're not. Matter of fact, if she's saying shit like that, you're in a good spot with her. Because women are so broken that the moment that you become extremely consistent with the modern day woman is the moment she loses interest and the moment you start getting hurt in her masculine. She knows where you're at. You do everything right. You do all this, and that's where she hits you with, I just don't feel the fucking spark. And she might not hit you with that because she was already single for a long period of time. She already knew that the masculine men that she really liked only wanted to sexually use and abuse her. So she knows the difference. She knows that she's been ran through by alphas that she loves. They don't take her serious. Whatever reason, the situationship ends. And now she found a guy who's a good guy that she doesn't respect and she doesn't truly love. Not because of how he looks, but because of how he acts. Because how a guy acts is more important to a woman than how he looks. So she doesn't care that he looks like her type, right? She doesn't give a fuck about that shit. You feel me? Because now that she got to know him and she realized that he's a bitch, that's where her pussy dries up. He doesn't act like the men that she has obsessed over in the past. Which is very important to women. How you act is very important. That's why the CLG community is needed. You feel me? It is extremely important how you act. A lot of guys, they skip over this part. They think that this part, like how you act, they think that part is just, you feel me? I'm just talking shit. They think I'm just saying shit. That is extremely important to women. How you act is more important than how you look. And women will show you this time and time and time and time and time again. They will literally show you this time and time and time and time and time and time again. All you got to do is watch them. Don't listen to them. Don't listen to their words because they say a bunch of bullshit. Watch their actions. Because the modern day woman has truly just got out of hand. The modern day woman has truly just lost her fucking mind. Complaining about whose name is first? What the fuck? What war are you fighting? How can you hate the man that you're in a relationship with so bad that you don't want his last name, that you don't want his name first on shit, that you don't want... How can you hate that guy that bad? Why did you decide to date him? Oh, is it because you've been ran through by all the guys you really like? And this guy was the most consistent, reliable guy in your life who actually showed traits of the best partner for you, and in return you give him insubordinates and masculine energy? Baby girl, he didn't date you because he liked men. He didn't date you because he wanted a masculine ass fucking woman. That's not the reason he dated you. So he marries you, and then you hit him with the bait, and you might not even hit him with the bait and switch. You might have showed him early and often that you're a masculine ass bitch, and he still proceeded because he has a scarcity mindset. He found a girl that likes him, that he thinks, or he found a girl that he thinks likes him, that he likes. He found a girl that he thinks that likes him back, that he likes. And she agreed to move forward with the marriage and all that bullshit. And now she on TikTok or whatever the fuck she on. Now she on the internet complaining about this nigga. In so many words, like a lot of you guys think that she complaining about like his name being first and all this shit like that. Like that she's not complaining about him directly. She is complaining about him directly because women that respect their men, they don't give a fuck about that shit. She's like indirectly complaining about this guy. She's indirectly saying she hates this guy in a very indirect way. And a lot of people that don't understand female nature, they do not see this shit. It's a lot of guys out there, they look at women as if as if they can do no wrong. And that is where society has messed up. Because every human being on the planet does wrong. Every human being on the planet sins. Every human being does wrong. Every human being... it is what it is, you feel me? But when you treat a gender as if they can do no wrong, or you treat a group of people as if they can do no wrong, that's when the entitlement comes. That's when the narcissism comes. That's when the pride comes. That's when the ego comes. They really believe this shit. They really believe that they can do no fucking wrong. Do you know how many girls have done some of the most demonic shit, and when it came time to them trying to explain themselves, they'll just say, well, I'm just a girl. Well, I'm just a girl. And people eat that shit up. It's like women can walk around the world, do whatever damn near whatever the fuck they want, and still damn near get the benefit of the doubt. I remember I was watching a crime investigation movie with a chick. She wanted me to watch this stupid ass crime investigation movie with her. And I'm watching one of these crime investigation shows, and the girl kills the fuck out of her boyfriend. And you know what this bitch said? Well, he definitely did something to deserve it. What the fuck? This nigga got killed by his girlfriend, and you blaming him? How does the nigga that got killed get blamed? Please tell me how that works. Like, really? This is how we see the world? A girl can kill her boyfriend and be like, well, he did something to deserve it. What the fuck? And this is the crazy part. If a guy was to do that to a girl, oh my God, he's such a piece of shit. Oh my God, da da da. Either way, it's horrible. It is the worst. In my opinion, it's one of the worst sins that you can do. Because there's very little things that require somebody's life to be taken, in my opinion. Right? In my opinion, there are very few things that require somebody's life to be taken. Very few things. You feel me? And one of those things on that list is something to do with, like, they trying to harm you, take your life. That's one of the reasons I think, you feel me? If somebody's trying to take your life, that's one of the reasons I think you get a pass to take another person's life. Like I said, it's very few. Or somebody's trying to take one of your siblings or kids or somebody that you love. They're trying to take their life, and the only way that you can save that person is to take that. Okay, yes, that makes sense. But a girl being mad at a guy and taking his life because she's going through some emotional bullshit, in my opinion, she deserves to rot in fucking jail to the day she died or get the death penalty. But a girl, on the other hand, would be like, well, he did something to deserve it. But if the shoe was on the other foot, it's still the man's fault. You feel me? He's a piece of shit. Everybody takes the side of the woman, not knowing how demonic a lot of these modern day women are. They just don't know, and they can look innocent. This is the thing. See, you got a lot of this is new for guys, because guys don't really deal with women for real, like on a real level. You know what I mean? It's guys that's out here, even dating coaches, bro. They not like that. They'll probably hook up with one woman a year and be like, see, I'm a great dating coach. Be like, no, bro. And even it's not about hooking up. It's just that they just don't understand women's psyche. They don't understand female nature. They just truly don't. They don't do the 80-20. They're not really out here listening and understanding. Like, when somebody can be really honest with you, when you do the 80-20, and somebody know that you ain't finna judge them and things like that, and they can be their true selves. And this has been time and time again since I was in high school. When women can be their true selves, they tell you, no matter how innocent they look, they tell you how dark they are. And you'll be surprised how similar women are. No matter how nerdy this bitch is, no matter that this bitch got glasses, no matter that this bitch look like a nerd, when you get this motherfucker alone, you get to hooking up with her, you start doing the 80-20, you realize, damn, this girl really out here moving like this for real. This girl is really out here moving like this for real. And some of the stories that you gonna start to hear, and everybody that's in the CLG community, and everybody that's been rocking with me, and everybody that's been, you know, doing the calls with me and things like that, once they really get in the field and stuff like that, they start realizing that everything I'm saying is true. They be like, damn, CJ, you right about this. Damn, CJ, you right about this. Damn, CJ, I've been talking to this girl. Damn, she told me this similar story to this. Damn, CJ, you right. Like, you know, this girl was claiming that she was raped, and I started asking more questions, I realized she wasn't even raped. Damn, you know what I mean? I'd be like, bro, they're similar, bro. And it's crazy. A lot of people don't know that the people in the CLG community, they are all over the world. They're not just in the US. The majority are in the US. But I have guys all over the world dealing with the same things with women. All over the entire globe. Literally, damn near a bunch of countries in the CLG community already dealing with the same thing with women. These women are similar no matter where you go. You feel me? Whether you in Germany, whether you in France, whether you in India, whether you in South America, whether you in South Africa, whether you in Puerto Rico, which is still a part of the US territory. But you get what I'm trying to say? Wherever you at, women are similar. They respond to similar things. Just like men are similar, right? We respond to different. We respond based off of how a woman looks. Most men, their initial attraction comes from how a woman looks, and then after they like how she looks, then they try to get to know her. You get what I'm trying to say? Women's initial attraction, if all she has to rely off is looks, yes, that's her initial. Like on the dating app, yes, if all she has is looks, that's what she has to rely on. But the way you act is more important than looks for women, because she will always choose the less attractive guy that acts right, opposed to the more attractive guy that doesn't act right. She 9 times out of 10, because especially if she got to know both of them over time, the guy that she's going to like more, but they both have to meet her minimum attraction threshold. They both have to meet her minimum attraction threshold, but she's gonna like the guy that acts better. She's gonna like the guy based off of how he acts more than she likes the guy based off how he looks, right? I know a lot of good looking guys that average guys can run laps around because how that guy acts. How he acts. You feel me? And a lot of guys get it twisted because they listen to women based off of how they should act. And if you listen to a woman, she's gonna lead you into the ground. There ain't no way around it. If you listen to a woman, she's gonna lead you into the ground. And a broken clock is right twice a day. Just because you act vulnerable, you act soft, you act feminine, you act like all the things that women act like they like, you can still get a girl, but you'll never get the most out of the chick. I know these guys. You feel me? They super persistent, they act feminine, they whatever, they put the woman on the pedestal, they'll still get into the relationship, they're not even sleeping with their own wife. Their wife is not obsessed with them. Their wife do not like them, their wife do not respect them. You feel me? And you gotta understand, you can get away with more the better that you look, but the more she gets to know you and your respect keep dropping, once it hits a certain threshold, she's out. Once she loses so much respect for you that she can't garnish it no more, she's out. You can't explain why. Nobody can explain why. And all she's gonna say is, I don't feel the fucking spark. Because you didn't do nothing wrong. You did everything she fucking asked. But that is where you were wrong. You did everything she asked. You lost who you are. Real men don't move to the beat of a woman's drum. They move to the beat of their own drum. And for all you guys that struggle with this, jump into the CLG community. Like I said, it's only $48 a month. Less than $500 for a year. And you can soak up all this game. Literally, watch the foundation. Watch the female nature course. Watch the money course. Watch the dating course. Watch all of this. Become well-rounded. I'm continuing adding videos to it. I have a bunch of videos added into the community. Lock in so that you do not have a wife that you choose to be your wife to the day you die that acts like this. Because this guy's life is in for a rude awakening. And all he did was give this woman a status boost, emotional support, most likely financial support, all kinds of stuff. He's giving, and all he gets in return is a spit in the face by his wife going on the internet talking shit in so many words about him. Y'all think she talking shit about his name being first on shit. Low key, she's talking shit about him. I don't respect this man enough to even take his last name. I don't respect this man enough for his name to be first on tax documents and a deed. Why is he first? He barely got me. That's what she's saying in so many fucking words. But she has to be politically correct. She can't say that. She has to say shit that's gonna resonate with the other women. That's what I have in my female course, my female nature course. I explain women down to the T why they act the way that they act, and why it's important for you to act the way that a real, actually masculine man acts. Be selfish. Move to the beat of your own drum. Make things happen. Move things forward. Put her on your schedule, not the other way around. And if you guys haven't mastered that yet, and you guys aren't consistent yet, jump into the CLG community. The first 7 days is free. Holla at your boy. I'm gonna hook you up. We're gonna do a one-on-one, especially if you jump in this month. If you jump in the month of May, once you jump in, you're gonna get a free one-on-one. So the first 50, which we still have a bunch of slots left, so you're gonna get a free one-on-one with me. We set that up as soon as you watch the dating course. We set that up together, and then we break down exactly how we can help you change your life. And with that being said, man, I'm out.